Hello. Mm, it's nice. I don't think you can hear, but I said hello, and Greta started mewing. Meow. Come, it's your place. You see, it's incredible. She was sleeping on the sofa, but she can't resist. She must be here. Come, sweetie. Okay, so I think I will start a channel for her, a page, something, because she needs her moment of glory. Anyway, today I want just to entertain you a bit. Well, I like to entertain with the things that are meaningful. So let's start from you. You're very meaningful in my life. True, huh? Sure. So, what to do when when we feel our level of energy very low, and we start feeling like we start feeling that we fear depression, we are worried, we don't want to fall there. Okay, that's. And I hear from a lot of people around me right now in this period, in this moment. Maybe it's the winter coming. Of course, is the winter coming. Well, technically speaking, we are still in autumn, but in some places the winter is already arrived. As here, we have a lot of snow. Anyway, the point is, there are things we should remember and respect about ourselves. We don't live according to nature's cycles anymore, but we have memory of that. Especially women, we mirror with our body, in our body, we mirror the moon phases and the seasons. Really, we have this period, these stages in our life, and in just 1 month, we go through all the elements of nature, all the seasons, all the moon phases, and even if and when we are in menopause, there is still a memory of the winter. In the period, the winter is like the menstrual, the period. The menstrual cycle is really the period. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Winter. Do you remember maybe in some tales you have heard about the winter centuries ago? Maybe in some specific places also. It depends, but especially in latitudes like here, where the snow comes, and the winters were for gathering, for connecting, for resting, for integrating, for staying around the fire, and for storytelling, the healing stories. So we are not living anymore according to nature cycles. And so the winter for us is like every other season, and every day is the same. Our lifestyle is not designed according to the way our body is designed. And so we have to force ourselves, we push ourselves, and we pretend that every day is like another, and it's not like this. So the issue is that our physical structure, that a lot to find the connection between our physiology, psychophysiology, and symbols and archetypes, and spiritual traditions, healing tradition from around the world. But even if we were, for example, take astrology, for example. So we are, technically speaking, in Sagittarius. This is a fire sign. But the moon cycle now is going towards the new moon. So it's a waning moon. So the moon is becoming smaller. And this is very autumn, very like, let's turn the energies inward. This is winter. When winter comes, our system would like to turn everything, to recollect everything from outside and go inside. This is the perfect moment to rest, digest, integrate, heal, and we are still in the doing, because our lifestyle is like that. So the most important thing is acknowledge that those nature cycles are out there, but also inside. And especially the women, but everybody, really, everybody, not just the women, men too, because everybody has a feminine side and everybody is made of nature. Our body is a physical body and nature is very physical, right? So that is, okay. Stay there. So what to do when there is this kind of disconnection? So we are not connected to nature, but we need to recover our energy. Then imagine what, you know, that what trees, what they do. Trees let go the leaves to really come to their core. They keep nurturing themselves from the ground, really deep. So do something. When you feel that your level of energy is low, it's good to do something helping you to get more in touch with yourself. Maybe meditation, maybe just stay in touch with your breathing. You don't need to take 100 meditation courses, right? You need just to take some moments during your day to stay in touch, to turn your attention inward and stay in touch with your sensations, feelings, physical sensations like your breathing, your heartbeat. How does it feel to stay in touch with yourself? And also acknowledge that your energy level is lower, much lower maybe. But then, if you don't want to fall into depression, that's it's like a wish of many when you start. Okay, just acknowledge that it's part of the nature to have this kind of reaction and like, I don't want to do anything. I know what is good for me, but I don't want I just would like to rest. Yes, I know. But if you feel that this rest becomes like too much like a hibernation and is not helpful, not only not helpful, but not functional, then call the fire. Because after the winter, there is spring. And in the spring, we find the fire. And after the dark moon, the new moon, the crescent moon brings fire. And you know what? For a woman on the edge, on the verge of menopause, you will find out. And if you don't find out, just call me, contact me, because I will teach you how to find the spring into the winter. Not just the spring, but all the seasons, because menopause is meant to be a wonderful discovery of wholeness. That means it should be the access to all the elements, fire, water, air, earth, of course, but yeah, I already spoke about that. So what you can do to awaken the fire? Something very simple. This is an activation. I love to work through activation, movement activations, because our brain learns not through abstract concept. It learns much better when we involve the body. It learns involving, when we involve movement, when we involve the body in our learning things, that is much better. We connect all the levels. So, and then it's really about stimulating our physiology and a way to waking it up. So just start with something simple. It's so simple. You can do this, even if you are in your bed thinking, I don't want to get up. Okay? Start with this. It's like starting a fire. What you do when you want to start a fire, you take some pieces of wood and you create a friction. So start like this and then keep doing this. And you can do this on all your body, but I would suggest you, if you want just to focus on your hands, our hands in our brain cortex, in the surface, the part of the brain corresponding to the body areas. Our hands are big there because we do a lot of things. We sense and we do with the hands. So start just with your hands, and this point, it is an acupuncture point. It is very useful to wake up the energy, to rise, to make your energy level higher. Okay, and you can keep rubbing your body, your face, every part of your body. And when you rub like this, you give a boost of energy to your body. And it's really simple to remember that it's really like starting a fire. You see that in the movies, they do this, they take a little stick and put it with our wood sticks, and then a sparkle and the fire starts. And our system is the same. Our system, our nervous system, needs just a sparkle, ignition, boom, and then from that sparkle you can light up a star. Okay, and you can start feeling that your day, okay, no, something is starting there, right? But remember, acknowledge the fact that we are not living our life. We are living, I mean, the sentences. We are not living according to nature cycles and rhythm anymore. So it's natural to feel that there is something not matching. But when we start by acknowledging, then everything becomes much more easier. And you don't have to stay there and blame our life. No, it's not about, it's just acknowledge that. And do something to allow yourself to, in some way, stay in touch with nature. So, okay, let's turn the attention inside, inward. Let's do like trees in the winter. Recollect the energy and reconnect with our deep resources. And then if your lifestyle needs that you go out there, we have to work, we have to, okay, and then let's start a bit of fire and let's connect with each other, and let's stay in touch. And well, maybe we can find inspiration in the stars, in the planets, in the moon, and just do something that makes you feel happy and a bit relieved, a bit lighter. And then see you for the next time, next Moon Tea, with Greta, of course, that now she's calm and sleeping. And feel free to ask me questions. If you have specific questions about anything, feel free to send me your questions, and or just comment here with your questions, and let's stay in touch. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.